Hey y'all, Kiddo MC, getting ready to go out to dinner with family tonight for my son's birthday. So what I think I'm going to do is video while I'm getting ready. I don't know how this is going to do. I was trying to put it as close to the mirror. I have to have this close-up mirror to be able to see what I'm doing. But I'll try to, y'all just get to watch me do it, okay? I'm in my bathroom at my sink and just getting ready to do my makeup. So the first thing I'm gonna do is use my e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer on my face. I usually use about 2 squirts of it. And I'll press it into my face. So that it blurs the pores. And then I rub it down my neck. It does help. I know this is not the best light, but it does help blur and fill my pores a little bit. It's not perfect, but you know, just a little. Foundation. This is my foundation. It's Maybelline Dewy and Smooth in Classic Ivory. I do normally like a pump, but this kind just doesn't really come in a pump. I gotta look at myself in the mirror as well. And I'll have a little bit right here, cover up that ugly thing. And I smooth in with my hands. This is not a full, I don't think this is a full coverage foundation, but I really don't like a super full coverage foundation. And yes, I put foundation on my eyelids. I need whatever help I can get to hold my eye makeup on. So I'm gonna put on a little bit more. I'll just take it and smear some on, and I'm gonna rub in some more. And I know all those pretty little YouTubers out there don't make weird faces when they put on their makeup, but I do, so deal with it. Now, I did kind of a nice pinkish purpley look on my eyes yesterday, and I don't know if I'm gonna do that again. I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet, but anyway, here's my Dampen Real Technique sponge, and I'm just gonna pop it in, just bounce it, you know, push it. Push it into my pores. I know I'm gonna have to do a edit, pretty good bit of edit on this. But anyway, now that's better than it was. So, okay, what I normally do next is I take this is another Maybelline Fit Me. I think this is number, stuff's worn off of it. I think this is number 10. I think 10 or 15. And I just dot spaces like that right there, that little spot. I just dot up in that little dark spot. And then I do this. I put it in here, and I'll show y'all how I fix that in just a minute. I've been doing that for quite a while. And then I take my Real Techniques again, and let's see. I started with this spot first. So this is the one that's been on the longest. So I'm just gonna tap it out. Tap it out. Okay. Now I turn it over with the point, and I press and bounce. Just notice some little pink spots right here. I don't know what that's from. Now that mainly is just to lighten up. I can see it. That's mainly just to kind of lighten up my under eye area, because I go in with something else almost at the very end. So yeah. And then I take the flat spot right here. It's already got a little spot on it. And I take that and I do this out. Take it up around the folds around my nose. And then I just like do it out. And that brightens up that little area right there. So you don't have that old lady looking darkness right there. Actually, okay. We got the crusties on the corners of my mouth. It's called a I think it's Maybelline Illuminating Concealer. Illuminating Concealer. This is it right here. And I actually kind of take it down those little folds, nasal labia folds as well, just to kind of brighten it up. And then I do a little bit right here on my chin, and then I go up here, make like a little, I don't know, kind of plume looking thing. I'm not real sure what that is, but you can see it. And then I take my sponge. I use my sponge a lot while I'm getting ready. And I just bounce it. And because, you know, they say where you put the light is what stands out, and where you put dark goes in. So I'm just gonna, and I smooth it like that. When I get up here to my forehead, I just bounce it and push it in. Anyway, gives you, brings that light to the center of your face. And yes, that does tend to crease up in there sometimes. Oh well. When you get to be 56, you got lots of creases, so that's just how it is. Alright, just going back over all of that. So now these little shadows right here are less noticeable. Powder. This is, I don't know if y'all can see it because it's so bright. This is Bare Minerals. I think this is medium beige. It doesn't have that little thing to protect it in there. It's just got the little holes. My daughter got this for me for Christmas, I think. Christmas or my birthday this year. I can't remember which one. But I had some in here, and I just take my kabuki, which I'm trying to, yeah, this is e.l.f. This is just a little e.l.f. kabuki brush, and I Now, I'm pretty careful about not going under too close to my eyes. But it just gives it nice little soft diffused finish. Although I'm not finished, but right across my top lip. Now a lot of people don't like this. This is CoverGirl. I think this is called Plum Wine. Can't see it because I don't have my glasses on, and I'm not sure. This is just a Fit Me something. And then I take my Eco Tools. I use it for blush. It doesn't really say, it just says Eco Tools. But anyway, but I just kind of brush it in there. And I don't brush across my cheeks. I like pop. Just kind of pop it on. And I kind of use this darker shade kind of as like a contour. I pop it and then I just swirl it in. And then I pop on, I just press it on with my brush. And then I do in like a circular motion. I do a little bit on the end of my nose. My chin, just kind of circle my chin. I like to spread the light out and kind of up on my forehead. And yeah, a little blush of color. Anyway, so see, I normally can't see it that well. I'll see it better in the video, and it's normally not like that. Now next, I take a fan brush. It's just a little e.l.f. fan brush. And this is e.l.f. I think it's called Moonlit Pearls, I think. Anyway, I just run the side of my brush over both sides. Just kind of dust it over. You know, it's in like a little dome. It's a baked highlighter. So, and then I take that and I run it right on the top of my cheekbone right there. And on this side, just kind of do that. Just kind of put small little light brush strokes on. And then I do the end of my nose. Is that kind of going away, that little trend where people used to do their nose? And then I do my little chin right here so that this stands out, you know. And I do my forehead. I try not to do a whole lot on my forehead. And I've even been known to like use this. I'm actually going to use this to brush across my eyelid. I just like it as kind of a base for my eyeshadow. And sometimes if I do like a little to no makeup look, I'll kind of do this too. Just kind of gives you a little sheen on your eyes. I like that. Okay, now I do my brows. Okay, as I said, you can't really see my brows. You can see a little bit there. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it here, and I'll just have to show y'all. I turn the brush kind of sideways. I like a very natural look for my eyebrows. I don't like to go too crazy. The times I have gone kind of crazy, it's just very subtle. I like that. This is the e.l.f. brow pencil, and it's kind of it's not dry, it's kind of a little bit of a waxy, and I just kind of try to do it as natural as possible, because at my age I don't like real done on eyebrows. Down this side, these hairs right here stand straight up. But, you know, there's nothing I can do about it, so I just kind of incorporate them. Now, I'm getting a spot right here in my eyebrows that's getting very sparse, and I can't get much hair to grow there. So I also take the pencil and kind of draw it up, and then just draw my eyebrows on. I've been trying to make sure I don't do them down too much, because it just kind of pulls your eyes down. And when you're older, you don't need to pull your eyes down. But anyway, like the little brush, the little spoolie, and I just go back through where I drew it on and brush them up. And then I just take the tip and do it down. That is, the color of that is taupe. Eye makeup house. This is my favorite part of doing makeup. Sorry, I gotta go off camera for just a minute. Now, none of the beauty gurus, beauty influencers talk about this, but this is called LA Colors. I found this at Dollar General. So this is what I've been using here lately. And that's a real bright highlighter, but I also like this one right here too. It's more of a pinky kind of highlighter, and then all the colors are kind of rosy. Like this is really dark. This is one I use a lot. Kind of started using this more purpley color up here, and I know a lot of them look alike except for that kind of a goldish brownish color right here. But my favorite colors in this are this pink right here, this, and of course this pink highlight right here. I really do like those colors. Other little thing I use, this is Wet n Wild. This is the palette called Petalette, and I love this pinky frosty color right here to go right here on my eyelid. But I do my other darker, my transition and my crease color first, and then I go back and do the other right here. Oh, this is a Real Techniques. I've already dipped it into the thing. That's the only reason it's that color. Soft, and I start in my crease, windshield wiper method, back and forth in my crease and make my transition shade. Then I'm gonna hit this, hit that pink that I like right there. Just gonna barely tap my brush in it, and then I go just tap it really good. And then I'm gonna hit that right underneath right there. Told you I make weird faces while I'm doing my makeup. And then this is like what I think they used to call this like a C, like the letter C, because it's shaped kind of like a C. But sometimes I'll wet I have a wet washcloth here. I'll wet it, I'll dip it into whatever color I want to go on the bottom, and I'll work that underneath my bottom lash line. This is what I do next with this. I wet it again, and I kind of get a little bit of the excess wet off. Then I take it into this pink right here. I love pink and purple. And I dip that same brush again. Then I take it from my out right here, and I make a little line going up. And that's how I start. I don't know, can y'all see that? And I'll darken it later. I kind of go light for right now. Pat. And I get going with my little outer V. Now I'm going to use the flat side. I wet both sides. The flat side, I lay it down in the pan. Go ahead and do both sides. Tap it off. And then I start my outer V. I mean, I've got it started here, but then I take it and I only go up I don't go up and down. I only go up. And I get my things started like that. Had some on the other side. I don't know, it may have bounced off. And of course, right now, this side not being in the really bright light. Okay. You'll see what I did there. Let me get some of the excess off of this. Okay. And I go in again. I just keep going in that color until I'm happy with what I have. Getting there. Okay, do I have that fairly even? Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my, okay, there's a purple in this corner right here. Really pretty. Gonna, same brush. I go in that little V with that purple. And I still have my brush sideways going up and down. This is an e.l.f. I use this. This is just a little e.l.f. brush. Does it still say e.l.f.? Still says e.l.f. I use this as my blending brush. Like, I always clean it, so it has nothing on it. It just is a, I never put any, directly dip it into a pan of anything. It has nothing on it. It's just a clean little blending. Now, a lot of times I flick from the outside in just to kind of keep it from coming over this way. So, okay, I think I'm done with this palette. So I'm going to put it back up over here. That was the Roses LA Colors palette. LA Colors Roses palette, I should say. Okay, I'm going to go in. This pink shade right here, it's kind of frosty. This is what I do. I just kind of get my pinky wet on that damp washcloth. I press it in to the pink and I put that on with my finger. It does a much better job. I can get it diffused the way I want. I just feel like putting a bright color like that right here gives such a contrast. I've kind of been doing it this way for a little while. And yeah, I'll show you all up close in just a second. And I go almost to that line I made, but not quite. And then I pop a little bit in the tear duct. All right, as well. Mega Glow Makeup Stick Highlight. Kind of got a pinky little glow to it. This is what I do. I take it right here from this highest part of my brow and I just kind of make these little okay. I like to do that because it looks a little bit, I don't know how to describe it, because it's not like a powdery frost. It gives it a little bit of, and I just kind of dot it and pull it along. And then I'll take, I got this at Bed Bath & Beyond, that's all I can tell y'all. It's just one of these with the silicone, and it's got the little bright little orange silicone strip right there. I take it in low heat and low speed, and I heat up my flame. Heat up my eyelash brush. And I take it. Now it's not super hot, so it's not going to burn me. But I do take it, clamp it on, curl it, and go for about, I usually count really fast to 30. Okay, now here is my Maybelline Master Precise All Day in black. Okay. YouTube beauty influencer Popos. Don't say a word about this. Yes, I straighten my eyelid out to do this. Otherwise, the line would be everywhere. And I actually need to get a new one of these. I go in light and just kind of keep building up. And I'm sure if this was brand new, it would do darker. Then I take it and I go backwards. This helps me get closer to those eyelashes, the tops of my eyelashes, so I don't have that, you know, that line. And I also flick it that way. Okay, and then I can go in without holding it, and I press right next to the lash line, and that allows me to get even closer. And you know what? I did not mean to go all the way. Oh well. Okay, this is L'Oreal Voluminous Primer, white. What I might do on this is speed up this video and voice over. Maybe I could do it that way. Maybe it won't be so long that way. But anyway, this puts a layer of something on your lashes so that when you put the black on, you really can't see it. You see it up close, it's white. So that when you put your black mascara on, it has something to attach to. And it will kind of, got a big clump, it will kind of dry. Kind of clear, actually. All right. White mascara done. Okay, I'm gonna let it dry it just a little bit. I don't want to cut this off before I'm done. I hope it doesn't quit on me out of 1 hour. Just went to 1 hour, just done. Please, no haters. Okay, go to the bottom lashes, wiggle, and up. I didn't know about that wiggle thing until just a few years ago. Never heard of it before, but now I do it all the time. And it does work. Okay, my lashes on this eye split right there. It drives me nuts. Don't know why it does that. It's like they just grow like separated. Dampen sponge. Okay, this is the Maybelline Age Rewind Eraser, and I get it in brightening. And I take that at the end, and I go from here out. Press in pretty good. Now I know a lot of people just do this. I don't do that. I just press it in, go over it a couple of times. Now I do go kind of far out. All right, so you see I got that there, but it really brightens it up. And I use the tip, the pointed tip part of the sponge, and I just pull it out. Now see where some of my blush is gone. He's home. I gotta end this anyway, y'all, because it's way too long and it keeps saying my battery's up. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.